Okay, so I figure I might as well just make a video out of this. We're just going to do a basic simple flight for Wheeling to Marshall County in the 172, which I already have set up there. So, departure. Okay, Cahuenga, Wheeling, Ohio County is right there since I go there so often. It's the only airport I've gone to so far. Okay, and now we want a location. I know you've probably been just going right from with engine running, but we're going to start this one from a parking place like I usually do, which is what real pilots do. Start flight. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a freaking disaster of some kind. Okay, here we are. And this is, I've gotten all of my sceneries loaded into my community folder. So this is my Wheeling Airport. And I can give this to you easily if you want it. We can talk about that. Ready to fly. Okay, and another thing I have learned how to do is, I think, find the Q key to getting rid of the walk around mode so it gets all this crap out of the way. Okay. And I normally, you would hit the scroll wheel. I use voice attack. Click middle. And that puts it in. And now I say it again. Click middle. Click middle. And I've got a cursor. And then I just go up here and highlight the door. And it takes me into the airplane. We're at the airplane. Now I've got a lot of these movement command presets set for me to voice commands, but it's very easy. They're very easy key commands which I can show you. Reset, reset, reset. Go to the hatch. Okay, that's panel close. It didn't move in reset because it was in the reset position. Okay, I've got the keyboard working. Reset, reset. Out a little bit so I can get rid of this. It's just in my way. And you remember from how you would start up 55 Quebec? Do this the normal way. What's normal for me anyway. Mixture full rich. Click on the battery, not the alternator. Battery on. I thought I got rid of it. Get out of here. And that should be enough to start the engine. It's going to start. Now you hold down here and drag. See the key turning? And there she goes. Now let's get the alternator involved. Let's see if she'll rev up. It revs up nicely. The parking brake is set. I've got that mapped to the period key. You, with your nimble hands, can just click on it if you want to. And let's get a little bit of avionics going here. Oh, whoops, wrong. Gotta push the buttons. Now, will it remember that I pushed the button? Started? No, wait a minute. Maybe it will. Needs a second to warm up. Let's see what happens when I push the button. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, now, so I'm going to set up the autopilot. Panel close. Bring it in. And so we're going to put KMPG, which is Marshall County's ICAO code. And you do that by going up here is the D2, the direct to button. And that'll bring up this menu. And you click on it to get a straight up and down cursor, like that, and then you key in with the keyboard K M P G, Marshall County. It'll confirm that for you, and you hit the enter key. See, in 2020, that takes care of it. I'm finding it doesn't. So here you go over to the activate. See if that something does it. It does eventually work. There we go. It goes to activate, and then it's set in. And you can see it's set in because up here it's showing KMPG. All right. So we got the engine idling. Well, let's get some lights on. Reset. Reset. Okay. Should put the beacon on before you start the engine. Beacon. Land. I don't need a landing light, for Christ's sake, it's the middle of the day. We'll put the taxi light on. Nav. And strobe. Yeah. Okay, we don't need pitot heat. It's a warm day. I think we're ready to taxi. Okay, so I've got ATC, which you might be experiencing it just coming on being very annoying when you don't want it. I've got that all flipped off, and I can show you how to do that too. I've got it mapped to the tilde key. You can map it to anything you want, but I'm hitting the tilde key, and this is what you get. Request taxi, depart straight out.
Wheeling ground, Cessna 7055 Quebec. Request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out.
Cessna 7055 Quebec. Taxi to and hold short of runway tree using taxiway Alpha Cross.
3,
Runway 16
okay.
cross runway tree. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
All right. Good enough.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree via taxiway.
Tilde key and get rid of it.
16 cross runway tree. Cessna 55 Quebec.
Okay, over the nose. Over the nose. You know, I've got these voice commands that they're flawed, so I have to say it twice sometimes, and that's not the way it should be. You don't got to do any of that because you've got something I don't have. You have fingers that work. All right. So hopefully we won't crash into a building. Release brake. Hit the period key. F3 key to get a little bit of power in. Okay, now we're going to turn clear. Back to idle, let her coast. I'm looking for some blue hours that show me the taxi path. A little more power. Whoops, I'm going to crash into him. That's not a problem. Oh wait, was that the path? What did I just see? No, I think I gotta go the other way. It's a little bit crazy. Oh, dude, same damn thing. There we go. There's the taxi path. Okay. Let's get a little gentle taxi speed going here. We got a taxi down to runway 3. And I may be a little boring here, but I do all this stuff just like in the real world. I always start the engine from cold and dark. I always taxi out. I almost always follow ATC instructions unless I don't feel like it. I am, after all, a human. Whoa, that's unusual. Whoa, whoa, stop, stop. Whoa, that is unusual. Let's have a look outside, see what's going on. Something's fucked up. Something is very fook-doop. Oh, dear me. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, I'm going to try using the pushback, which I have gotten. I can give that to you too. There it is. You don't have that on your setup. That's an extra thing you get. I've got mine. Come on. Manual pushback. Pre-planned pushback. Let's see. I don't know what the deal with that is. See if we can get her back, get that wing clear. It's trying to. It looks like it's. This is unexpected, unexperienced, unknown. It looks like I can repair it. Okay, the wing's clear. Come on, a little more, a little more, a little more. Okay. Okay, she's straight up again. It's doing it so slowly. Another thing I've got here that you need, that I think you should get, is Shift Z. And okay, let's get back in the cockpit. And what that does for me is it enables me to accelerate the sim. See that, so sim rate 1. So that's I thought that I might have had it slowed down. That's very useful for cross country flying. You can improve it. Now watch it. I'm hitting the plus key. Sim rate 2, sim rate 4, sim rate 8. It'll go up to 16. I haven't experimented with it up that high. I haven't actually hardly done anything with this sim. 2020 is not comfortable above 8, and we're talking on 1,000-mile cross-country flights. There's nothing to do with just hanging around an airport. All right, hopefully we're back straight up and down now. Let's see if she'll taxi. I think I just hit it a little too hard. Is the brake on? I can't see the brake. Oh, the brake's off. The brake's on. Over the nose. Over the nose. Over the nose. See, I had this map to the brake, I thought. It's not working that way. Alright, hold on. Let's just stop a second here. It should be mapped to the brake. I don't think... Let's go to settings. This is all stuff you gotta know. This thing is the most settings... I mean, this is far more involved with this crap than 2020 was. It's enough to it's driving me nuts, frankly. Okay, general profile 2, profile A. That's correct. Okay, so go to controls, keyboard, and now I will put in. I'll just type here, search on brake. There. Toggle parking brakes, period. Oh wait, no, I'm in the wrong area. This is what I'm looking at is a mouse control. So we'll go to mouse, brake, disarm auto brake, set parking brake. It should be when I hit the right mouse key, my normal key. Brakes. Here. So, okay, here's how you set something. This is a good example for you. I want to set the brakes. Okay, I want to set them to the right mouse key. So I get on brakes. I have looked it up here. So I'm in the whole brakes area, and that's all I want is the one that says brakes, not anything else. And what I've learned the hard way is when you're going to do something, just do one thing at a time. If you do something else, it'll screw up the first thing you did. Okay, so now I'm hitting the cog wheel. Gets me into here. Now I go over here. Oh, I see. I'm not too used to this with a mouse. It should be here because my mouse is set up on right click, but it thinks it's the left. So I'm clicking on the left. You don't need to worry about all that left right stuff. You got your own issues with that to worry about. This is just how, but I'm assigning it. I think this is the correct thing. Click that over. Apply new rates. Apply to all airplanes. Yep. Click OK. And it should be good. Now I just will find out. Okay, escape. Go back. Escape, save, and go back. We're in the airplane. Hitting the end key, which I think gets me back in the cockpit. Try the escape key. Okay, that puts me back in the cockpit. Whoa. And that's the brakes. Look, see that? There's enough power into taxi. It was not there. I thought I had it set up. I had it set up in another profile. These profiles are enough to drive you nuts. I'm just getting over here. See, the brakes are working. Okay, that probably all worked for you because you've got it down to default stuff. That all that simple crap is in there. You probably don't even need to worry about this sort of stuff. Okay, I believe this is taxiway Alpha, or no, that I went by Alpha. Okay, this is just the runway. Since we're God, we own all the runways. 2, 1, and 3. Get in here and go down to the end of 3. No, this is the taxiway. This is taxiway Alpha. That's fine. I don't have any of this looking outside the airplane stuff. I'm hitting the S key, sort of, but that's not my idea of a good time. This sim is very confusing in terms of this. It's just because I'm not used to it. It's actually, I'm sure it's every bit as good as 2020. It's just got a lot more complicated stuff. And I'm sorry you're being victimized by how complicated it is because I'm being victimized by it. It's extremely complicated. But it works nicely. You know, once you get yourself set up, I got these controls figured, these bindings figured out to the way they work and to the way they will be the same when you come back in the next session. You know, I have been cleared to taxi to runway 3, so I can go right along. I don't got to ask for clearance to get on the runway. Whoa, where's the teacup? No, it hasn't started yet. It's not here yet. Get back. Got on the runway. Turn in. Oh, there's a taxi. There's a little indicator. I don't know what that is. That's okay. There we go. Here's the teacup. Brakes. And flight idle. Whoops. All right. Let's get takeoff clearance. Tower number 1. Press takeoff clearance. VFR number 3.
Wheeling Tower, Cessna 7055 Quebec at runway tree ready for departure. Straight out departure. Cessna 7055 Quebec, altimeter tree 009 straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree.
Shit.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree. Cessna 55 Quebec.
Okay, I'm hitting the F7 key to put in notch of flaps. And I think I'm good. Let's get out of here. over the nose. Oh, go to the brake. All right, here we go. Full power. Now, you might want to be watching your airspeed gauge. I can't see it from here, but I like to just feel it. I can feel when she's ready to go. It looks like I'm moving fast enough. I'll gradually pull back on the stick a little bit. Oh, never mind. She's flying by herself. Okay, whatever. Now I'll be looking at the panel. Panel close. Panel close. Panel close. I've got two wrestling dogs here in the background, which is messing me up. You monsters. Okay. Flaps up. Now in a second I'm going to turn on the autopilot, which you don't do, and that's up to you. Okay, I'm hitting the X key to disable the joystick. I'm hitting the apostrophe key to turn on the autopilot. It's saying it's on. So now I'm going to go to heading. Let's see, it's turning a little to the north. And I'm going to immediately... Okay, let's get our altitude up a little bit. Scroll up 5. Scroll up 5. Scroll up 5. Scroll up. Scroll up. See, okay. So there's your altitude indicator right there. See, it's showing 1800 now. I want to go up to about 3000 or so. Scroll up. 2800. One more. Scroll up. 3800. That'll do. So now I'm going to go VS, vertical speed, nose up. And every click is going to raise the altitude. Now you see, here's the indicator. Here's the VSI right there. I'm climbing at 400 a minute. That'll do. So now let's get the nav straightened out. See, the pink arrow is pointing to the airport now. Sorry.
755 Quebec, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
You bet. And he's not going to be happy unless I answer him. In FSX, they didn't give a shit if you answered him or not.
Cessna 7055
I don't he'll come back and squawk at me.
change.
So now we're going to go MPG, right, enter, activate, yes, enter, and then hit nav. Where's the nav? Nav over here. And she'll turn onto the course, I hope. Let's go outside and have a look what it's doing. I've got this getting in and out of the exterior views and interior views. It needs a lot of work. Will you two dogs get out of here? So, I'm gonna hopefully the end key seems to be working. Yeah, there we go. Okay, over the nose. I'm gonna look over the nose. Now another little goodie that I've got that I can give you is a moving map. There's the airplane. There's the airport. Scroll down. Where the hell are we? Oh Christ, this is set up on north up. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So we're down here somewhere. Oh, where the hell we are. Whiskey. Scroll down to, scroll down. Scroll down to, there we go. Where's the airplane? Alright, let's get out of this for a second. Are we facing the right way? Tiltonsville, panel close. Panel close. Yeah, Tiltonsville, okay. At 25.8, climbing at 300 a minute. Yeah, that'll do. Over the nose. Tiltonsville, okay. Alright, I get it. Okay, sim rate is 1. Okay, that's all looking good. Now, if I want, if I'm getting impatient, I can just hit the plus key and go, that's 2, that's 4. You can watch it going by. I mean, I don't like going, this is ridiculous, down this low. That's 8x. Okay, I mean, that's silly, but, okay, 4, 2, 1. Back down, it should say sim rate 1, it does. So we're back down to sim rate 1. You can do that. That's only cool, when you're going 1,000 miles. I mean, I never do that kind of crap, flying down below 5,000 feet in a local area like this. But that's what you can do. A lot of guys are just total purists. They just totally look down their nose on anybody that ever does that, ever at all. I'm not quite that pure, as it were. This EFB, this electronic flight bag thing, in 2020, there's what's called a VFR moving map. I'm just not used to using it. Oh, there's the airplane. All right. Okay. Scroll down. I just need a little. You've got a minus key somewhere where you can do that. Okay, wait a minute. What's that? Oh, that's, you know what? They're showing you other traffic. That's another simmer going by across in front of me. All right, fine. Where's Marshall County? There it is, Kempick. Oh, there's somebody else flying around there. Okay. 3, so they'll be landing 6 in Marshall County. I'm just going to assume that. If I wanted to, I could. Well, I'll show you. I have a program that I recommend strongly called Sky Vector. So you can set it up. KHLG KMPG. Okay. Oh boy, that's pretty close in. Is that right? It is right. Okay, I was showing you Moundsville. Will it give me a weather? Since it has an AWOS, it should, but it's not. Shit. Okay. Oh, you know what? This should give you an AWOS. I'm not familiar enough with it, but my VFR map had it. Ah, boy, where do you go to get it? Oh, maybe. Click on it. Oh, jeez. Applying direct to. We'll worry about that some other time. Let's get out of this. We got to do this the old-fashioned way. Where's the airport? Okay, let's start descending. Panel close. We're 3,800. I would normally. I usually start a top-up descent from 3,000 AGL. And that would be right around where we are. And see, it's giving you this nice little glide path. You can go in settings somewhere and get rid of it if you want to. I just haven't gotten to that yet, but it's not killing my life. Over the nose. Let's give him a shout. See, there's the airport. Nearest airport list. Probably is the nearest airport right now. Glendale Fokker. Shit. Oh. Alderman McElroy. Whoa. McElroy, Marshall County. No, that the hell's that? Never heard of that. McElroy? Before it's farther. It's not farther, it's right there. Alderman. There it is, Campeche, Marshall County. Automated weather. Get out of here.
Kilo Mike Papa Golf automated weather observation. 15000. Wind 034 tree. Visibility.
Okay, that's runway 6. Panel close. Scroll down 10. Now watch, see that the little blue, that'll do. One more. Scroll down 5. Scroll down 2. Now I'm on the reciprocal. Turning to that. Let's get rid of it. And let's start descending. Altitude. We're at 3,800. We already talked about this. Okay, that'll do. Just get ourselves set up. Over the nose. Over the nose. Okay, there's the river. So the airport's to our left. That's what we want. Let's take a look at the moving map again. You should usually be able to set this up to a key, but you just hit a key and bam, there it is. I haven't done that yet. See, there's somebody else going by in between us. I don't see him. That's another flight simmer. They with this multiplayer thing. This is the first time they've done it. We didn't have that in 2020. So I'm not totally used to it, but I know that I've learned that much about it. That is the case. That's what's going on. So anyway, where's us? There's us on our nice reciprocal course to landing 6. So see, I mean, it'll show you right here when it's time to turn base. So let's there's simmers all over the place. Or is it other airplanes? I think it's simmers. Okay. So we're going to select a runway for landing. And we're going to select runway 6. It's a full stop landing. And announce our position.
Kilo Mike Papa Golf traffic. Cessna 7055 Quebec. 4 miles northwest. 3,800. Inbound to land. Runway 6. Kilo Mike Papa Golf traffic.
Panel close. Panel close. Now, here's how you shoot a modified informal GPS approach. Now I'm on heading, so it's not going to turn, but the needle's going to turn. So I click go to again, direct to, enter, and watch the needle come around. That's the direction from us to the airport right now. Okay? Now in a minute we're going to turn left. And when that needle is pointing at 6, we'll hit nav, and that'll take us right to the end of the runway. Okay, let's have a look what the map says now, and it looks good. Not quite. Well, that's a way to get rid of it and keep it going. Okay, I forgot about that. Over the nose. From the back. I click the nose wheel, the mouse wheel, which you can do so much better than I can. That's a good way. You have to look around. You can do all this. While I've got it clicked, when I want that to stop, I just unclick it. And I know it's unclicked when I can see the cursor arrow again. Okay, back in the cockpit. Okay, time to turn base. Panel close. Scroll down 5. Scroll down 2. Okay, now see I've got it on the reciprocal, on a perpendicular course. And when that needle is pointing to the 6, every couple of seconds I'm going to recheck to my location. Oh shit, how far away? We're only 7 miles away. I forgot, I should have gotten 10 miles away. The way I do it, 10 miles out, 3,000. Scroll down 5. Scroll down 2. So let's get down a little. BS, nose down, nose down, nose down, nose down. Come on. See but that's your vertical speed indicator. Now let's see what we got going on here. Bam, it's right there. Nav. Boom. So now it's going to turn. It's turning right onto the. This will be pointing us right at the. Okay. Scroll down 5. Now I want to be. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 10. Scroll down 10. Well, that's underground, so I mean that'll work. Over the nose. Slow her down a little bit. In a notch flaps. And there's the runway. It's just gonna lock onto it. I'm gonna call final.
Kilo Mike Papa Golf traffic. Cessna 7055 Quebec is on final.
Not
Runway
any
6
time along here.
to land. Kilo Mike Papa Golf traffic.
Yeah, I'm imagining this is a foggy day and the visibility is shit, so I'm going to get as close to the runway as I can without letting go of the autopilot. But you can, undo the autopilot, of course, and get joystick control back anytime you want to. I'm seeing the runway, I'm watching it. Glide path looks okay. Panel close. Let's see what our speed. Panel close. Panel close. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Over the nose. Shit. Damn. Where are we? I lost it. No, there we go. I don't know why that happened. Panel close. Panel close. Let's get it all back. Is that where I'm going? Yeah, that's it. Alright. Plus, you can get rid of all this crap. I just haven't done that yet. Yeah, alright. Shallow it out. Oh, we lost a lot of altitude there. Shit, I don't know what happened there. Well, I know it. I wasn't looking close enough. I was letting her get too slow. This is the classic student pilot mistake. I heard David Ward screaming in my ears. You're too low and you're too slow, so you fucked up that landing. Over the nose. Alright, Let's just get a good look at what's going on here. Minus. Push down. Minus. I want to be able to see both. I want to be able to see over the nose. This is stuff you just have to learn with this thing. This is much harder. I found it much harder than FSX. Is getting used to all these views. You will overcome it eventually. I'm much better in 2020 than I am in this, and I can at least fly in this thing. Did I call final, or did I call? Well, let's call final again. I think I did.
Kilo Mike Papa Golf traffic. Cessna 705.
You see, once you tell it to do something, and it'll do it whether you. I just hit the tilde key right away. He'll keep talking. 73. That's what Dave always told me with a 172. Airspeed 70. And these airspeeds are in miles per hour, I think, aren't they? I don't know. Now, I had a problem yesterday. I flew down here, and when I came back in, I think I fucked something up. When I came back in, the engine would turn over, and after a second, it would just quit. It was like it would start for fuel, and no matter what I did, it wouldn't help. I think what it was is the computer needed to be reset. I think I had been in 2020 and got it all confused. So I want to verify that today. Let's have a look outside. We do have a notch of flaps in. How much flaps do we have in? It looks like full flaps. We don't need that much. Let's get back in. Oh, whoops. However, we don't need to be doing 90 either, do we? So we got a little wind coming in from somewhere. '90 is too fast. She doesn't want to land at 90. This is not a King Air. She wants to land at 50. You're still too hot. Push down. Push up. No, I've lost it. You're losing too much altitude. Oh, reset the... Yeah, I'll show you how to... Well, that's just a me thing. That's a my joystick thing. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can save it. Yeah, I think we can. Just speed 63. Over the nose. Over the nose. Whoops. Well, that wasn't terribly pretty, but we lived through it. Anyway, here we are. Whoops. Excuse me. It wasn't pretty, but we're there. Okay, I'm just tapping the period to make the parking brake hit. Boom. Right there. All right. Reset. You can set up these key bindings to get all these views however you want to customize them. I can show you how to do it. And with your fingers that work so well, you can do it a lot quicker than I do. You just need to see what's required. It can be done. All right, let's pull the power. Make her quit. Shut all this crap off. I forget. I know I'm doing it the wrong way. I mean, in the real world, they tell you shut all this stuff off before you shut off the key. Yeah, sorry about that. And this is my world. I'm God. I do whatever I want. Close the key off. All right. flight, avionics off. I usually don't even bother with that shit. I just kick the battery off. It all shuts down. Alternator. I'm doing this for a reason, because I want to get out and come back in and see if it'll start, which it would not do yesterday. I'm expecting it to fail. Okay, so go to the hatch. Jesus Christ. Click middle. Damn. Can we back away a little bit? See, I don't know how to. I never shut the flap. Never got the flaps up. I don't know how to do this walk around mode shit. Click middle. See what WAS and D. That's no, it's not working. It should. There's a key to do it. So you can walk around the airplane and look at all the crap and do your pre-flight if you want to. You know, I don't fuck any of that stuff. Okay, so we're gonna get out of this. We're gonna end flight. There's what Marshall County is that I've left. That used to be David and Susan's house right there. That was the hangar, which is obviously different. I did the scenery for it to get it to where it is. That building where my cursor is right now doesn't exist, but it's sort of like Marshall County in a way. What the hell is that airplane doing on the roof of that building? I don't know. This building somehow got popped in there, and I didn't put it in there. All right, we're going to end flight. Which should take us back to the globe, ultimately. Going to do it again. Get completely out of it. All right, and now we're going to go back in to free flight and see if we can get the goddamn engine to start. And we get this plane to start, that's going to be the end of this video. Okay, set it back up just like now we're at Marshall County. Set it up at KMPG. I go back to the days when it was 7-4 Delta. Oh dear. Marshall County, Moundsville, yup. Bum 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 bum. This all will work, I know. Location, runway 6, runway 24 ramp, GA small, that'll do. And don't come up on top of another airplane. They've got to set this is set for way too much ancillary traffic. You can set it to have either none or very little, or see, here I am on top of a fucking building. God damn it. Alright, forget that. Try this again. Oops. Oh, ready to fly. Just picked the wrong parking place. Yeah, right. Tell you what, we're just gonna pick the runway. Then we know we're not sitting on some fucking building. Departure. KMPG. Whoops. KMPG, Marshall County. Runway 6, that'll do. Start flight. No, I can't do that because it'll be starting with the engine running. That's what I want to find out is it starts cold and dark. Will it start? Pick another spot. Ramp GA small, see if this will work. You got to learn this stuff, you know, if you don't feel like me messing with scenery, you don't run into these problems. There she's on the ground. Okay. All right. Now, ready to fly. Yep. Fly. Now I see you start out with all these tags and buckles and things. I've just learned this morning there's a key binding you can set it up to. I've got it set up to the Q key. You can put it to whatever you want and get rid of all that stuff. Or you can just have it, and then that's when you got to walk around and click on each thing individually. I mean, it's stupid. Okay. Click middle. I found this is the only way to get out of this. And do it a second time. Click middle. You would be hitting the mouse wheel. You got to hit it a second time and get a cursor. And you can open the door and get in the damn airplane. Okay. Now all I want to determine is will this engine start? And once it does, we're done. Unless you want to fly back to Wheeling. No, probably not. Okay. Mixture full rich. Master battery to on. That's all you need, really. Okay. Now it's revving. It's working. Wonderful. I think it was because I went to 2020 and then back into it without rebooting the computer, and I think that confused it because this is working fine now, which is what I expected. I was very frustrated yesterday. Whoops, gotta get the white. Let's get the alternator on before we kill the battery. Get some avionics on. I'm just playing here. Garmin, bam, boom, bing, bong, bong. Okay, well that hopefully showed you something. Why aren't you going on? Because you're not ready yet. No, yeah, see, it's warming up. Okay, well we're done. So hopefully that illuminated something for you. End flight. And I'll catch you later.